Hello everybody, Hyper Mario Sunshine here, and this is the finale of Animal Crossing for the Nintendo GameCube, our retrospective series, and this is the final, well, obviously I did mention that is the final episode of the original Animal Crossing. Oh boy, this is I finally find the snowball, and of course it has to be on the level below the other one. Is the mayor still here, actually? No, he just straight up leaves afterwards. Alright, now that it could be rolled around with our bare hands, it now actually makes it easier for us to bring it up off the slope. It's a lot harder to bring it down because it just instantly rolls off. Let's see. I do have to make it smaller, though, because I wanted the head to be bigger. So yeah, when you go on, like, the little... This is actually weird. This is, like, the only time these ever appear is the little grassy areas like this. Snowball? Okay, there we go. Thought it broke for a second. No! Oh, great. Yeah, that tends to happen. I wonder what happens if it touches it. Oh no, it just gets blocked by it, I guess. Yeah, it does melt, which is very sad. I guess we don't really need the other snowball now. Yeah, but we are going to go fish. Find some fish to sell so we could pay off our house before we end off the retrospective. We need to catch a bass in the last episode, so we're going to catch a few more fish, I guess, for this episode and finish off our Animal Crossing playthrough, I guess. Well, not playthrough, but more so our little retrospective here. Also, you cannot change. You have to, like, physically remove the thing that you're getting, which is like, not the thing. God damn it! I can't even speak. The item that you're equipped with, you have to actually physically remove it rather than use the D-pad, which is kind of unfair, honestly. Thank God they implemented this in the later title of New Leaf. New Leaf just implemented a lot of quality of life changes that are great for the series, honestly. Oh my, what the hell? That was like nearly, that was like so weird because like I couldn't even press A in time. Like it just quickly, like you just saw how quickly it just like bit onto it. Like it just goes. Like there's like no like wait in between like bites. Like it just goes. Like it just quickly goes at it. Again, another quality of life change that later games would implement. Oh, she's watching us catch the fish. I guess she is a cat, so she also wants to eat the fish too. And yes, they do clap like how they do in later games as well. So I guess they do keep some of the features of like those small hidden details of previous games. Oh, let's see how much these all go for. I'm pretty sure it's not much. We do need like basically 1,700, like 17,000 bells. Yeah, that's not much at all. Yeah, I guess we'll talk about a few other things about the game that I like and dislike back then. Obviously, the infamous events, I really do like them. They're like the only ones in the story. Like the sports fair, you get like little medals from Tortimer, and I always was like, yeah, like I was like really happy and proud about myself as a kid whenever I played in those events. But I'm like why did they never have like little mini games where you could like you had to, like, for tug of war, you had to, like, press A multiple times or something to, like, pull on the rope. I don't know, like they just never really implemented like a mini game of sorts with those things. Like they only had the villagers participate in it, and you just like stood there and watch. Oh my god, it's old shoe. Well, I thought we got an actual fish for it right there, and guess not, because that also exists when you have a dirty town like this. I guess we'll pick up some of the seashells here then. But yeah, the game, honestly, in my opinion, did not age well, but it did bring the attention that Animal Crossing would become the big hit that it is today. And honestly, I'm really happy about the game as a whole. And oh boy, our big old friend is back, the sea bass. I like how you also question yourself by saying these bad puns. Like you say, why do I keep saying these things? I think the most expensive fish in this game, well, I think saltwater fish is the barred knife jaw. But yeah, also you would enter in through the back of the lighthouse by going through here. But that's only if Tortimer asks you to do so. And yeah, it's also crazy how like the Able Sisters were only there for custom designs. Now they actually sell the things that you want. So yeah, over here is where Kappa would usually be. And yeah, look at the weird movements of the fish in this game. They just immediately turn around. It's just like super weird. It just like looks very janky. It buffered my input? This game has a buffer system? That's very dumb, honestly. Oh, there's another snowball. Wait a second, wasn't this where the other snowball was? Yeah, if I believe so. Does it like respawn? I don't remember it respawning like that. Oh no, it broke. Great. Yeah, this is where Kappa would be. I'm not sure if this one talks about it. Yeah, to call me, connect your Game Boy Advance, turn it on, and then come by the dock. Kapp'n, yeah. So Kapp'n only comes here if you connect your Game Boy Advance to your Nintendo GameCube. But yeah, that's basically the only things that happen. I guess there's not much else we could really do. I mean, we could skip a day, but I'm not going to do that. Let's spend the rest of our time here, I guess. Let's see what else we got. I just want to pay off the house and end off the retrospective for Animal Crossing. And then we'll head off to Animal Crossing Wild World on the DS. So, yeah, we'll have a few stories for that as well. I'm honestly, like, a lot of these stories that I remember from Animal Crossing were more so because, like, when I was younger. Oh my god, that was a big fish. Why the... This is, like, really sensitive. Like, I'm really realizing, like, how many flaws are in this game. But I guess you could love where the series has come from. I guess it's another pond smelt. A bitterling. I guess you can say it's very bitter tasting. But yeah, without this game, I'm pretty sure the series wouldn't have gotten as big as a hit as it did. But I'm pretty sure, in my honest opinion, it's Wild World that kind of gave it more of a name staple because it was on the DS. It was much bigger on the DS, and the DS, you bought it everywhere and you could play with your friends, unlike in later games. Well, unlike in this game where you can't really play with your friends. Like, nowadays, like, it's so easy to connect on the internet, and like, this game, you could actually go to your friend's town by going to, to your friend's town, but not, like, playing with them, but if you if you had your friend's GameCube in a slot B, and you could actually visit their town. You couldn't really play with them, so. Oh damn, we messed up. So yeah, you could do that, and the Game Boy connectivity was pretty cool. I mean, like, if you didn't really have a Game Boy or a Game Boy connector, then I guess you couldn't really do much, honestly, with that. And it's another pond smell. There's a lot of these during the winter. And obviously we cannot catch any well, not fish, but butterflies and other kinds of bugs. Except for bees. But we don't have a net with us, so. And also another fun fact, in the Japanese versions of Animal Crossing, you could actually hit the door for Nook's place during the nighttime when he closes. And you can open up and you could actually still shop, but it'll be at a much more higher price. Oh my god, I keep burping a lot. Yeah, that was like my favorite part about the older games. Like how much, like, all these things that you find out when you're older. Because you were just so young with the game, like you just like look at the difference between what you had back then and like what people like found out about the game. Like I remember, sometimes on a rare occasion, if you go sailing with Cap'n, you could see this giant shadow that's in the water that is basically like a giant fish, and people were saying it was like a whale. And oh, we caught ourselves a carp. Oh, did it just make a pun about the wrist? Oh my god, carpal tunnel. Oh my god. They knew about carpal tunnel. Which is a problem a lot of gamers have, honestly. I don't, per se, but I do know quite a few people that have it. Did the fish even bite onto it? Like, it even... Like, I felt rumbling. Guess not. But yeah, another thing about the game that really put Animal Crossing to where it is today is basically just like the carefreeness of just wandering about your town. Well, I guess it doesn't do the not you again thing. I guess that's more later on because of how common sea basses are. I guess it kind of ran with the joke, honestly. Which I'm pretty happy that they did, rather than like, you know, deciding to lower the spawn rate for sea basses. They are pretty common fish, honestly. I did actually go on a fishing trip once. That's why Animal Crossing always makes me like some real life stuff, like fishing. Because when I was younger, I went fishing with my dad and my tenants, and it was a... Oh my god, that one was quick. Oh, it's a red snapper! Yeah, these are really expensive, actually, to sub. But yeah, it was I think it was a bass tournament, and I caught myself a... No, wait. It was a flounder tournament. You could only win the prize money if you caught a flounder, and I caught a bass. And I was the only one who caught a bass. So and I was like really upset because I thought, like, you know, we would release them. I thought it was like a catch and release kind of thing, but no, like, these fish were straight up gonna get eaten and cooked and whatnot. Which I was kind of sad because I felt bad because I just watched my fish inside like a bucket and he was like, you know, swimming around, but then he finally died, which was really sad. I just felt so bad. I just looking at it, and I'm just like, like the entire time I was like, I want to throw it into the ocean. Like that's all I felt like doing. Oh my god, that thing quickly turned around and it was an old shoe. Dang, these people, like, these characters don't even wear shoes yet. They're throwing old shoes inside the ocean like that. That's gross. There's also tires that you could actually catch too, which the character would say this might belong to Gracie or something because she's the only one with a car. Yes, Gracie does appear in the game, and you have to like wash her car, which is the only time like you actually do like a mini game of sorts by mashing the A button to clean her car. Yeah, like that was like the only time I ever went fishing, and I was just really sad. Like now if I think about it nowadays, like I just felt really bad for the fish because like obviously I don't eat fish, so like why was I there? It was kind of a waste of my time, and like literally this kid who like I think he didn't even go to school. I think he just went straight up fishing with his dad. It was like, you know, like in charge of everything. It was like a little kid, like a little younger than me. I don't know why he was like telling us like, oh, don't throw the fish back in, you know. I just felt so bad for it. But unfortunately, once again, I can't really do much about it. And also, if it was a bass tournament rather than a flounder tournament, I would have won the money. And I would have gotten like $100-something. I'm not sure if my father would have let me keep the money. I mean, like, I caught it because, like, I literally reeled up the fish, which I never caught a fish in my life to begin with. Like, I felt something tugging. I was just, like, reeling it in, and I just see, oh, my God, it's a fish. And, like, I had someone help me, like, not reel it in, but, like, pull it up because, like, I saw that, like, the fish was dangling from the thing. And, like, I didn't want it to, like, actually drop into the thing. Back into the ocean. But, yeah, I was really happy that I caught a fish. Like, that was, like, the first time I ever, like, caught a fish at all. I guess like some other sea stories, like that's what mainly reminded me of was like whenever I fish in Animal Crossing, like when I was like there on the boat, like it just reminded me of that, just like fishing, like all I could think of in my head was Animal Crossing music and like just like the tugging of like whenever the rumble of the controller or whatnot. That's what it reminded me of. So I guess it got that little nostalgia in it too, because I was like, you know, oh, it's like Animal Crossing, and just catch the fish. Also, this is one of the weirdest, like, ocean designs I've ever seen. Not ocean designs, just, like, the beach itself. Like, there's, like, this little bump here. Like, I never had that ever. Yeah, that's, yeah, that's, like, another time I went, near, like, I guess near a fishing area. There was like I was with my grandfather and my sister as well, and he found us crabs. And like the first, like we would like bring them around and drag them, and they were just their mouths would like bubble with foam because that was kind of like one of their like attacks or like defense or something like that. Can this fish please like not run away? There we go. Another red snapper, nice. It's pretty crazy how common they are, despite their how expensive they are to sell. Like they're like 3,000 bells, which is like the way you could quickly get money in this game. Like they were literally the most expensive fish. And I think the Emperor butterfly was also another one. The purple Emperor butterfly was another really expensive one, but that one was more rare compared to the red snapper. Also, villagers tend to run around a lot in this game. Like you barely see or never see them run. Like they just walk around in the modern games. So yeah, I guess that's all the fishing journeys I really had. That just reminded me of Animal Crossing. I guess, oh my god, there was another really sad story. I guess we're more bug catching, but we're not really doing that right now. But one time, it was, I think, like 2 summers ago, my sister and her boyfriend, you know, were gardening, and like I came outside and like I came outside to see how they were, and then like my sister just sees like a bird attacking something. We don't know what it is, but like we think my sister thought, well, maybe it was like food or like some kind of leaf or something. No, this thing was like a big moth, like a really big moth. And my sister like shooed away the bird, but like the moth was like heavily damaged, like a part of its wing was like ripped apart. The poor thing, oh my god. And we tried like keeping it safe in like a little box. Like I know this is us when we're quite like a lot older, but like we just felt so bad for it. Like we tried taking care of it, but unfortunately it did die. And I did wake up to like see like there was a bunch of like ants swarming it. Like holy shit! Like this is the biggest moth I've ever seen. Like in New York, like I never seen a moth that big. Like you always see like the ones that have like the triangle pattern, but this one straight up looks like it was a butterfly. And this moth was out in broad daylight too. Like it was crazy. Usually moths are nighttime creatures, but apparently moths don't live that long. They live like 7 days, and they don't eat at all. They just their main goal in life is just to reproduce, which is pretty crazy, honestly. And I guess while we're in the subject of saving like bugs, me and my sister did once save a little bee. It was like it's my like I believe someone smacked it. I don't remember who, but like it hit the floor, and obviously like was hurt, but we managed to keep it safe because there wasn't any sign of it being eaten because we kept in like a little like container where only it could get out of, like it's because it had the size to get out of, and no birds could really go inside it. So yeah, we did see that it flew away. Not flew like it obviously could fly away, but it was just like just resting its wings. Because like it obviously did flap them, but it was a little hurt, so we just had it like relax. But yeah, I'm really happy that we did save that bee's life though. I'm pretty sure it's like long dead now because it's been years, and obviously bees don't live that long. Please another red snapper? Oh no, it's a sea bass. But yeah, I guess that's like basically all the like fishing, bug catching interactions I've had in real life. Like just reminded me so much of Animal Crossing because like those games like they have that outdoor feeling of like exploration within this game that you like you have villagers that are different animals that talk to you. So I guess it just tied in to that like loving of nature that I see that like I experience but I don't really see or do too often. So I guess I could really appreciate Animal Crossing for that, like letting me like whenever I go outside in the real world and I see something, I just like always think like, oh, I've seen this in Animal Crossing before, and yeah, I was just like I just really enjoy the game as a whole, and it does really honestly. Oh my god, I keep forgetting what I was going to say. Oh my god! But yeah, just overall, I just like playing the game. It's fun. It's charming. It has all these great qualities about it that just make it such a relaxing game to play. And now that like when we go to later titles, we could talk about like playing with friends and like going online. So we're gonna go to Animal Crossing Wild World in the next retrospect. Oh my god, that was another big fish in the pond. Not pond, but river, I guess. For a second, I thought that the leaves that were coming out of the grassy, bushy areas were like fish, for some reason. So yeah, a few more memories with this game, I guess. I did have Jane in my older town. I don't know why I really liked her for some reason, but she did move. I think this was in the town where like I had all the weird symbols as like the town name. Another pond smelt. And I remember I always tried another one. I always tried making the tree, like the money tree, because I know in this game the money tree actually exists. But unfortunately, I never really got to make it because the tree would always die, despite the fact of where I would put it. I think it depends on where the thing spawns. Actually, I get another thing. Oh my god! I don't understand why that worked. That's a sea bass. Yeah, but Animal Crossing, I generally really like it. The original. Definitely have some great memories about it. But I really regret deleting my Old Town data. Because there were just so much things that I had that I was like, wow. Also, this is the only game of Animal... Oh my god, that fish is almost about to go after my thing. Oh yeah, fishing rod. Yeah, this is the only Animal Crossing game with cheat codes actually. Which I mean to be honest, this was like the 2000s, so like cheat codes were like at their high peak. Like this is literally the last era of cheat codes. Like where you put in codes and like you get like certain things. And yeah, Animal Crossing does have that system. You could get like special furniture items like Mario furniture, but now that's implemented differently in later installments through in City Folk you get it through like points, the point system, and in New Leaf obviously you get it through the fortune cookies. So yeah, I'm not sure about Wild World, but I'm pretty sure it had its own like little system of sorts that allowed you to get the special kind of things. I know that the Triforce you could not the Triforce, the Master Sword you could purchase regularly, but I'm not sure about like in City Folk actually. We'll catch one more fish and see how much it sells for, and we also sell a few more of these too, and then we'll head off and pay the rest of our debt, and yeah, we're done with our retrospective for Animal Crossing. Yeah, some final thoughts. I definitely think that this is I guess that it's the game I have the second most, like third most memories with, but I think it's the worst game in the series. But it definitely has its own charm to it because it has like, it's the original game, and there's definitely some stuff that does a lot different than the later games do. Like there's some stuff that the later games did not take from from this, like the random like sports equipment lying around, and like the sports fair and all these different unique events that they never bring back. Like I'm surprised that they never bought those, like any of those back. But in later installments, well, they do replace them. But like honestly, like there's some stuff I really wanted them to keep in the from the newer installments, like New Leaf. God, keep forgetting that Y also brings up the menu. Yeah, definitely my least favorite, but I definitely love the charm of it, and it like just how different it is compared to nowadays in the later installments. But yeah, next up is Animal Crossing Wild World. Probably the Animal Crossing game I have the least memories with, but probably the one that I definitely messed up a lot of, especially when it came to... Oh wow, there wasn't even enough. Especially when it comes to playing the game. Because, oh boy... That game, me and my sister action replayed it, and honestly, I instantly regret action replaying it now because there was an action replay code where it turned all the weeds into money, and that's what we did. And now I legitimately feel like we could have actually made an actual town, but now like there's literally so much money on the floor, it just looks like complete garbage. And we donate it. We like literally tried getting rid of it by donating it to the I forgot what it was called. Like some sort of town that was like super that had so much poverty, and like it was just super poor that they're literally eating like their houses were made out of cardboard box and whatnot. And they ate ketchup. I don't remember if that was like the whole situation, but there's like so much like wrong with that town, and yet we made them richer than us. Like, apparently that's what Pelly and Phyllis always say. Whenever we see them. Oh, is this a goldfish? Yeah, it is. But, yeah, when we go into Wild World, we'll talk a little bit more about it. When we get to it eventually. But for now, we're about done with Animal Crossing here, the original. Is this enough, please? I'm not sure if it is, but whatever. Oh wow, that was a lot. Okay, yeah, we made it. I'm not sure which fish sold for that much, but... yeah, let's head off to the post office, and we'll end off by finishing up our dip. So, yeah, love my videos with that like button. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. I'll really appreciate it. The Animal Crossing Retrospective will continue. Oh, this is the e-reader. Yeah, this is something I forgot to mention. Yeah, this is the only Animal Crossing with e-reader cards. And, they would, like, unlock special things and whatnot. I don't remember, because I never had any, but yeah. It was definitely very unique in that sort of regard when e-readers still existed. Anyways, once again, love my videos with a like button. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Really appreciate it. We'll see you all in Animal Crossing Wild World. Thank you for watching the original Animal Crossing Retrospective. See you guys.